Hi there, my name is Lee Haight. I want to thank you for taking a minute of your time. I know that your major concern is getting back into your home. You're a victim of the worst storm that has happened since 1960 in the Carolinas. Epic rain has caused flood, ripped roofs off, and there's more than 1 million people affected. It touches my heart. My heart and prayers goes out to you and your family. Nobody expected to have to go through this storm, and nobody really could ever think about this storm just sitting over the top and continuing to rain and cause more and more of these problems. It's time to take control of your recovery. In this presentation, you're going to learn what the Weather Channel won't teach you, what your insurance companies won't tell you, and the information that you won't hear from your local contractor. You may find that it's hard to get in touch with people after the storm. There's not enough people, there's not enough equipment, there's not enough tarps. And I have been through 16 different named storms. As a second generation contractor, my dad started in 1993, and I'm most passionate about helping people through a time of disaster. We bring the calm to the storm, and as the owner of a top 50 roofing company, we have the crews and manpower along with the blue roofs to cover thousands of roofs after the storm. So I want to get out there with a No Roof Left Behind initiative. I don't care if you have insurance, don't have insurance. It's about stopping future damages from your property. So I have a workforce, I have a heart. I'm going to pour all the logistics and support into helping the Carolinas cover their roof with no roof left behind. But we've been in business since 1993. We're A+ rated, we're licensed and insured, and as a CertainTeed Master Shingle applicator, we install more roofs than 99% of the other roofing contractors in the marketplace. I just want to tell you this because my family business is in taking care of the properties just as if they were our own property. That's my wife and I and my team below me. We take a lot of pride in the joy that we spread whenever we are able to show up in a time of need, cover a roof, help with an insurance estimate, deliver a roofing crew. But there is actually more that we actually have to offer you. We've teamed up with ServPro, the nation's leading water extraction and water removal team, the disaster recovery team, and all the different franchise owners of ServPro have joined together to make a guarantee that we can get to your home within 2 weeks. And so I want you to know a top 50 roofing contractor in America teamed up with ServPro is able to actually get to your home guaranteed within 14 days. If you're interested in a free inspection, please fill out the form below. We're going to teach you in this webinar how to protect your property and pocketbook from the storms. The first thing you want to do is you want to review your renters and homeowners insurance policy. If you're outside of your home, go ahead and start an email out to your insurance agent. When you get home, you want to document photos of any damage. If there's any trees that are up against the home, before you remove the trees off of the home, you want to document the trees into your home. Okay, there's a real reason to work with professionals, and the real way that you avoid paying unnecessary out-of-pocket expenses, you work with professionals and you act fast. If you document everything, every part of the emergency services are covered as a part of your insurance policy, and what your insurance company doesn't want you to know is regardless of expense, it is actually your responsibility to stop future damage, which means regardless of cost, they will pay for every single dollar you spend. Now, it's a little bit different if you have flood damage from groundwater versus storm damage from the hurricane, and we're going to talk about the two different kinds in this presentation and what to do differently. But I want to help you avoid unnecessary storm expense. You did not expect this storm to happen. And so right now, it's your responsibility to stop the water from coming in. It's your responsibility to get the water out. And I want to get that accomplished for you as fast and at the best experience as possible. So I'm going to teach you how to get back in your home ASAP. First of all, when you're dealing with flood water, you want to make sure that you have gloves, that you have boots. You have to treat all the flood water as if they're contaminated. And really what you want to do is you want to make sure that as the waters recede, that no basically water removal can happen until all flood water is extracted. So you want to actually make sure that you have drainage, open the doors, want to make sure that you have water that's getting out of your home. And then once all the flood waters are gone, that's when you need the dehumidifiers, the fans, the ServPro team to make sure that there's no trapped moisture in your property. See, the risk of trapped moisture is severely depreciated home value, illness-inducing bacterial growth, and compromised structural integrity. And the speed in which you can get professionals out to your home is going to be the difference between getting back home in weeks, getting back home in months, or potentially even having to wait a year. And so the first actual step after you get the water out of your home is to dry in your roof. And that's actually my department. And what I see a lot of times is tarps that are installed incorrectly. And so what we're going to do for $250 is we're going to get you a 20 by 30 tarp, and we're going to install it the correct way. And I know there's a shortage of roofers in the Carolinas, and you may have a guy that you think's a contractor, a handyman, or a roofer that can deliver, but if you can't get him on the line right now and we have a week's worth of rain, it is still your responsibility to dry in your roof. And I don't want you to risk life and limb and climb your roof, but I do want you to know that we have the resources to come to your aid, to get to your home within 14 days, to deliver a quality tarp. You see here the 1x3 strapping, wrapping the tarp around the 1x3 strapping using 2-inch deck screws. See, this is a tarp that's installed the proper way, and we guarantee our tarps to last. So if there's any type of rip, tear, or give way, that we come by and we reapply those tarps. So we're actually going to bill the insurance company for the extensive quality tarp, and we're only going to collect $250 from you today. Look, this is how you speed up your claim and beat the insurance company at their own game. It's very, very simple. A lot of people, they really don't know what to do. I know you feel overwhelmed, and maybe this is a lot of information for you. That's why you should hire the professionals. But first, you need to document your damages. Now, we have a software called Claim Express where we will put your photos of every single room, of the exterior of your home, of the roofs, and we will show, not tell, exactly where the damage has happened. And with that, we'll have a summary of damages and a line item estimate and an invoice to turn into your insurance company, which will speed up when your adjuster shows up to your house, how he is able to write you a check. And so essentially we're going to do this because we've experienced since 1993, 125,000 different insurance restoration projects. And we have a system that we're going to share with you to expedite your claim. So essentially, if you hire a professional for $250, we can guarantee that we get there within 14 days, that we get ServPro to give you an estimate to dry in your home. Okay, if you have insurance, ServPro has agreed to restore your home, to remove all the water, to extract every single bit of moisture in your home and bill your insurance company direct. Now with flood water, whenever it's direct and obvious damage from floods, there's a lot of different processes involved. So ServPro has made it very clear that if it's a flood damage case, that they can get it done, but it's going to be half down, half when you're finished. And so that means that essentially we're going to give you a free estimate. We're going to get somebody out there that can extract the water within 14 days that will give you an upfront price. If you're a victim of flood damages, you are going to pay cash for the repairs. There's some resources that we can help you with to get financing. But the way that you speed up your claim and beat the insurance company at their own game is you document the damage, you put together an estimate in their estimating software, you have a signed contract, and see, insurance companies owe you for the cost incurred. So once you've actually incurred the cost to reserve your recovery team today for $250, you will get it back at no cost to you, and we will deliver an Xactimate estimate for the tarp that we complete, for the dry-in work, and we will bill it all directly to your insurance company. And so I want you to do is take action. If you feel powerlessness due to Hurricane Florence, it's been days, the rain has continued to fall. And so what we want to do is we want to line up our recovery team because we have a limited amount of resources. In our experience in responding after these disasters, we know that we really can't get to more than 1,000 different residential homes. And so we do residential and commercial, and we've been already assigned hundreds of dry outs, and we want to help you. So you can reserve the disaster recovery team with a $250 reservation. That will actually go towards a 20 by 30 tarp installed by our RCA. The temporary roofs will be installed within 14 days for a price not to exceed $1 a square foot. If you do a 10 by 10 area, that's $100 per square. And so what we want to do is we want to deliver a 20 by 30 tarp for the $250 and bill the remaining balance to your insurance company. You will only be out of pocket the $250 that you invest today. We will get the ServPro cleanup and restoration team out to your home. They will remove the water. They will take the dry out services like the professionals, the #1 leading dry out and water mitigation and natural disaster response company in the country. You'll be backed by a $1 billion warranty from ServPro themselves, and essentially they will bill your insurance company if it's waters that came from the hurricane. If it's waters come from the flood, you're going to pay half down and you're going to pay in full upon completion, but we will give a competitive bid upon repair. Now, If you go back home and you're like, Lee, I'm going to go and get estimates. I know that I need it done. Thank you for the information, but I just can't afford the 250. I'm not sure about it right now. I can tell you that we only have a limited amount of resources. And if you go home and you wait, there could be a chance where the project was too big for you to handle on your own and you needed a team and the team was already booked up. So what I want you to do right now is understand this is 100% customer satisfaction guaranteed. You can take the $250 from a 20 by 30 tarp. You can subtract it from the water mitigation services. What we want to do is deal with the most serious, committed, and competent homeowners in the Carolina markets, and we are doing that with a $250 reservation so that we can offer you immediate service. And so what you really need to remember is if you act fast, hire a professional, document the damage, deliver an Xactimate estimate, sign contract, and invoice, your insurance company has to pay dollar for dollar what you spend. And so what's the catch? We can only service about 1,000 residential homeowners. Okay, flood victims will have to pay half down and half upon completion, and that's because the way that flood insurance works, it's powered through the state. There's more hoops that you have to jump through. Our experience has taught us we cannot afford to jump through those hoops. If you are a victim to the flood, we can help you get the water out immediately. We can put the water extraction team on, but you have to be willing to pay for half down and half upon completion. Now, it's completely different if this is a storm damage, hurricane damage, if it came through the roof, if it's wind-driven rain that came through windows, that came through doors, if the water came anywhere except for rising floodwaters, then we will complete all water extraction, ServPro will, for no money out of your pocket. They will literally bill your insurance company 100% for the work, and it's fully covered and subtracted from the final bill, the $250 that you spend right now to get the A-Team. And what's the A-Team? The A-Team is the team from Southwest Florida that just went through Hurricane Irma, and we've responded to thousands of homes and delivered 100% customer satisfaction. We have it down to a system. We teamed up our RCA and ServPro of Naples to deliver a lot of value to people here after the storm. And since we had a system, the logistics, the equipment, the manpower, we wanted to offer the people of the Carolinas an opportunity to reserve your recovery team now. In Southwest Florida, there's many more requirements and code and things that we have to follow. We're going to come up there and we're going to move with speed and efficiency that's going to blow you away. Reserve your recovery team now, and you'll take your first step to eliminating unnecessary out-of-pocket expense, to not having to wait a year to get back to your home, to getting that potentially bacteria-induced growth that could cause sickness in your home. These are the type of the reasons why you need to make a fast, immediate action. Our promise to you is 100% customer satisfaction, no matter what. You're going to get proper installation of a roof tarp on a 20 by 30 area within 14 days. You're going to get a water extraction team to your home within 14 days. Now, it's your choice to use that team. They will give you a bid. If you have insurance and it's actually from water that came through your roof, the windows, the doors, and it's not flood water, they'll complete all repairs at no money out of your pocket and bill your insurance company direct. We will actually give you an estimate for the tarp, an estimate for the roof, and we will bill your insurance company for all charges. You know, if you at any time feel like we haven't delivered on our promise, it's a $250 fully guaranteed investment, and we will give your money back. We are simply here to help the people of the Carolinas that are affected by this storm. We have the A-Team of Natural Disaster Solutions. We have a limited amount of resources. We want to deal with the serious homeowners that want to deal with the best. I'm a second-generation insurance restoration contractor. I know you're probably sitting away from your home, really just worried about the upcoming expense. Your insurance company, I'm going to say right now, just take a deep breath. If you hire the right guy, you don't have to worry about any of that. All you have to worry about is getting the water out of your home, tarping your home, okay, and then figuring it out later. And so I'm not asking to be your contractor. I'm just asking to help you with the emergency services that are your responsibility, okay? Let us help you get back into your home as soon as possible. Reserve your recovery team now for a fully guaranteed $250 to be subtracted from your 20 by 30 tarp. I look forward to seeing you at your home. I look forward to helping you out. My thoughts and prayers go out to your family. We will be seeing you shortly. Thank you very much.